Legend says that a crack still visible today was deliberately left by the builder, warning his son that the same fate would await him should he too misbehave. Prague and the surrounding area is rich with tales of witchcraft and alchemy, and Castle Sivoklat was prison to one of the most famous self-proclaimed alchemists of the time, Edward Kelly. In the late 16th century, Kelly made a promise to Rudolf II, the ruler of Bohemia. He pledged that he would produce gold, and more impressively, the fabled Philosopher's Stone. When the Philosopher's Stone did not materialize, Rudolf grew wary of Kelly and sent him to Sivoklat. Despite repeated, ill-fated escape attempts, Kelly was ultimately left to rot in one of the castle's towers. Local folklore has it that Kelly still haunts the castle today, and scratching can often be heard coming from the tower room where he was kept. Far from civilization, with only the eyes of statues keeping watch, will Sivoklat's disgruntled spirits rise tonight and unleash their anger on the most haunted teen.
So a fantastic location, and with us now, Carl Beattie and Yvette Fielding. Hello to you two. Fantastic night last night, but Carl, you've already started a vigil tonight, and you're in that terrifying-looking oubliette where people were just thrown down naked, left to rot, effectively.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea is to be forgotten. I mean, that's what the term oubliette means, and it's... Crumbs, it started already.
Good God, what was that? What was that?
I'm not quite sure what that was. Somebody moved back there?
Is that Keith? Is that you on camera? Nothing moved.
Oh well. Well, it was.
It's going to be a long and fascinating night. I think.
It's a very terrifying place anyway. I mean, this whole area is. But what happened there was when people are dying, and there would have been lots of them, and they'd been thrown on top of rotting dead bodies of other people that were there as well. So it was a horrifying place. And what happened to us? There was noises, but you couldn't see anything hidden actually on the floor. You could hear it, and we were wondering whether there's some sort of replay happening where it's the sound of something hitting the floor from being thrown down. It's just a horrific place.
As we've heard in the past that particularly old buildings can almost act like some kind of recorder. Emotions, extreme emotions, resonate and can get absorbed, people believe, by the stones.
Yeah, it's the stone tape theory, which is a very common belief with a lot of paranormal investigators.
Now, what have you sensed so far, Yvette? You've been here, I know, for the afternoon, had a wander around. Have you sensed anything? Because as we know, often taps and noises seem to follow you around.
Nothing so far. I've just sort of kept myself in this area and also in sort of the green room, which is sort of a room out of the castle. I haven't looked around, I haven't been to the areas, I haven't been on an investigation like the rest of the guys have, so, and no tapping as yet. So let's hope, you know, that something does happen. I'm sure it will, because it can't not, you know, it's a fantastic place.
And what's fascinating about this is it's that complete contrast to last night, which was effectively a 20th century location, which ran from, what, 1906, 1907, right through to the 60s, and is still in operation. You can still work the machinery. This could not be more different. This is like going back to Transylvania.
It does remind me very much of Transylvania, but you just don't know with locations. I mean, you know, we could, you know, start off this evening and nothing could happen. It could be incredibly quiet. It's just bizarre. You can never ever gauge what's going to happen. It doesn't matter how old the building is. I
think one thing to think about this place is the actual torture and depravity that would have gone on here throughout the history. That energy is still here, and if it is still here, that's what we're going to try and tap into later on.
And the other curious thing about this place is, as well, it looks quite welcoming as you're driving towards it, but there's a definite atmosphere here of something I can't quite put my finger on it. You know, you suddenly feel like you're on your own here, because there are so many twisting, turning corridors, and of course the name of the castle comes from a Czech root word, which means crooked, winding.
It just looks like a sort of archetypal, sort of very lovely castle in the daytime, and then at night time, as the Mr. Julian, it completely changes. It becomes very sinister, and it's sort of images of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang kind of come to mind. You know, the child catcher. You know, sort of. I don't know why. It's just it has this sort of looks lovely, and then it's got this horrible, horrible feel to it. You know, at night time.
And I mentioned some of the changes this time round. Obviously, me and the rest of the team have been following you guys around, going to the visual locations, but also you've really managed to find some very talented local people to help us out with this. Our medium last night, and of course our shaman, who's been doing some remarkable things for us.
Yeah, I think, as I said, the shaman to me, and also the medium we used yesterday, they've been fantastic, because They really do believe in what they do. This is intense, and it's something we've been searching for years to find. And these people, they're not looking at, you know, how can I promote myself? This is about them really believing in what they do, and that draws you in. And you have to respect that, and I do respect it a great deal. And it does, it draws you in, and it makes it more believable what they say.
In fact, Mirka, last night's medium, is back with you guys tonight, so good luck tonight and stay safe. I know you had a mini-vigil earlier on. Leslie Smith was out with some team members a little earlier today. Let's find out some of what happened to her. Let's take a look at this.
There's lots of cracks all over the place. Take these shackles off me. Actually, you know these are not done up. Well, they're done up in the shut around my wrist. You see them
I'm getting quite unnerved.
Yeah, it's not nice, is it? It's claustrophobic in
Yeah,
here.
your left hand one's open, the right hand one's not though. Oh yes, yes it is, sorry. They're both open now.
Is that you walking inside?
No, I'm leant up against the wall.
Matt, just walked in front of the door.
I'm just here.
Have you just walked across?
No, I've not moved.
You seeing that shape again?
Oh, I don't like it now.
Let's get...
Should we...
Oh, look, I don't know, I'm all right, I'm not panicking, but it was really, really clear there.
Whoa! Right. There was a distinct noise then. There was a voice.
What do you mean?
It just went hmm. Did you hear it, Matt?
You sure it was
Did you
you?
get
I
it?
thought it was you.
No, it wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Oh, a fascinating start, but it is only a start. This is just the beginning. Good luck to Carl, and I bet you are heading off now for the investigation proper to begin. This is Most Haunted Live with you until midnight from Prague. Keep watching, more after this. Welcome back to Most Haunted Live. It's Saturday night, and this is our penultimate night from Prague. In fact, we're 1 hour outside Prague tonight in an amazing castle, and the vigil proper is about to begin. Yvette Fielding and the team have convened somewhere in the environment of this amazing building. Let's get straight to them now. Yvette.
Thanks very mujust, Paul. Well, we're standing outside the place that we're just about to go inside and investigate. Carl's already in there. Looking from the outside of it, it's an add-on to the castle. You can see where, over to our right, where the lights are there, that's where Paul is based, and Julian and Leslie. We are quite a distance away from them. We're about to go into this building here, which is separate. So let's go in and have a look. The rest of the team are behind us. Oh, God blimey. I'll just get the old torch out. All right. Pass through quite a modern washroom building here. I've not been into any of this building, so I have no idea where I'm going, so I'm going to rely on Carl and Guy, our floor manager. I'm following you, Carl, because you know where you're going.
There are other rooms, but this is the main room that we're interested in.
OK.
There are other rooms that are also interesting, but this is our main room.
OK, well, we'll do that. Kieran,
Yeah.
Have you got any certain experiments that you're...
Well, last night we had trigger objects set up. The key thing about this place, because of an area we're heading to later on, the torture room, there are trigger objects or torture objects set up all over
Right.
the castle. So you'll see as we go into different rooms that we've got those set up as trigger objects.
OK, brilliant. Matt, can you come in? OK. Now, for those of you who've never seen Most Haunted before, just let me explain who we have here. Dr. Kieran O'Keefe, who's a psychologist and parapsychologist. Carl Beattie, an investigator. We've got Matt Chance on sound. We have Kath behind us here, who's been an investigator on Most Haunted for many years. Chris Burton on camera. We have Guy, the floor manager here, who's done a couple of Most Haunteds and experienced quite a few freaky things so far. We've got Simon, again, quite new to the team, and Mike, who's holding the cable there, and somebody standing behind him, I can't see, Stewie.
That's me.
Hey, Stewie. All right, yes.
Can I just ask you, because at home we've got these superb infrared lights, it looks very light in
Yeah.
here. I'm just wondering whether, Chris...
Yes, good
Could you
idea.
just turn your camera to normal setting so people at home can see just how dark it actually is in here without the infrared lights on?
OK, so there you go. That's how dark it is. OK, we've got tapping. Matt, can you put your boom down? OK. Hello? Hello. Can you tell me how many of you are here? Knock out how many people are here, please. 11, or it sounded like a heartbeat to me.
Yeah, it had that regular